again in the office of the Always Believe House. Oh, we just finished a really long lesson over systems of inequalities and word problems. Today I'm going to start you off with 3 of your homework problems, and then you are going to have fun doing these problems. Ho, 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 ho. So let's get started, and we're going to be on page 21 is your homework. Remember, you're going to have problems on 21. On 22, I've already done number 3 from you from the notes. So make sure you go back to the notes. It was a really long lesson. At the end, I did number 3 on the next page. So I'm going to zoom into number 1. Remember, to do these problems, we're going to solve them both for y and graph the mx plus b. Okay, so number 1, write down 4x minus 5y greater than or equal to negative 35. We're going to move the x over and divide by negative 5. Some things you want to know about this line. It's going to be a solid line because the equal bar to the inequality, and the y is negative, so the inequality will be flipped. This will not be shaded up, it will be shaded down. So let's do this. So we're going to move over the 4x. I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. I'm just moving the x location. So I'm going to have negative 5y greater than or equal to negative 4x minus 35. Ho, 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 ho. Now then I'm going to divide by negative 5. And when I divide by that negative, I'm going to flip the inequality, aren't I? So the answer is going to be y flip to less than or equal to 4 over 5x and then plus 7. So my slope is going to be up 4, right 5, and my y-intercept is 7 in it. So I need to draw this line, and it's going to be solid. So I'm going to go to the 7 on the y-axis. I can't go up 4 and right 5, can I? Because I'll be off the graph. So I'm going to go down 4, left 5, and I'm going to be able to do that twice. So down 4 to the 3, left 5 to the 5, and I could go down 4, left 5 again, and I'm going to have this line. Ho, 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 ho. Now then, this line, if I underline this, it's going to tell me which way to shade it. How do I get less than on y? To get less than on y, I'm going to shade down. So I'm going to draw 2 arrows going down. Now then, the next line I draw is going to make an X, and then we're going to figure out which part works. So let's do the next line. We're going to write this equation right here. X plus y greater than negative 2. All I got to do on this one is move the x over. This is going to be a dashed line, and it's going to be shaded up because the y is positive. The inequality won't flip, will it? So we're just going to subtract x. We'll have y greater than negative x minus 2. My slope is negative 1 over 1, or down 1, right 1. My y-intercept's negative 2. So in this problem here, I'm going to start off at the negative 2, and my slope is down 1, right 1, and it's going to be a dashed line, so I'm not going to connect these dots. And this is tedious. You've got to make these dots go all the way across. Is that right? Okay, and then I'm going to just make dashes here. That's going to be a dashed line going all the way down. And now then we're going to number this. So number 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to shade down from the red line, don't we? So that is going to eliminate part 2 and part 3 in it. Because part 2 and part 3 are above the red line, right? So now the only possible choices are part 1 and part 4. So on this line here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get greater than on y. So how do I get greater than on y? This line has to be shaded up. If that line is shaded up, it eliminates part 4, doesn't it? So what's the only piece not eliminated? It's part 1, right? So part 1, and let me do this with the shading or the highlighting, all of these points in here are going to be the answer in it. That's all you got to do. Ho, 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 ho. Now then, some of these are already solved for y, like number 3 should be pretty simple. I'm going to do number 5 for you because that one's a little bit different, and then you're going to have to do 4 on your own. So on number 5, let's write down the first equation, 3x minus y less than 6. My y is negative, so the inequality is going to flip. I will not shade down, I will shade up, and the line will be dashed on it. So let's solve this. We're going to move over the 3x. So we'll get negative y less than negative 3x plus 6. Remember, when you add or subtract, it does not flip the inequality. Now then I need to divide by negative 1. So I'm going to get y, I'm going to flip greater than 3 over 1 or 3x minus 6. So my slope is 3 over 1, which means I'm going to go up 3, right 1, and my y-intercept's negative 6. So I'm going to put a dot at negative 6 on the y-axis, and from that dot, up 3, right 1. So up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1. And just repeat the process, and then go backwards one spot, and it needs to be a dashed line. Just make every dot a dash. And then bam, I got my line. Now then remember, we're going to shade up or we're going to shade down. Underline the y and the inequality. How do you get greater than on y? How do you get greater than on y? You shade up. So draw 2 arrows going up. So everything above that red line is going to work. Everything below it is not. Let's go to the next one. I'm going to do this one in green. 3x minus y greater than 2. So on this one, it's going to be another dashed line, and it's going to be flipped, so I'm going to shade down one up. So let's move over the 3x, and I'm going to get negative y greater than negative 3x plus 2, and then I'm going to divide by negative 1. And I'm going to get y flipped less than 3 over 1x or 3x minus 2. My slope is 3 over 1, and my y-intercept's negative 2. Notice on this one, it's the same slope in it, which is why I'm doing this line. These two lines will be parallel, won't they? And this is going to go through negative 2. So start at negative 2, and I have the same slope. Up 3, right 1. Up 3, right 1. Up 3, right 1. And then go backwards, down 3, right 1. And then draw dashed lines. Make it dashed again. I would have drawn it further apart. But on this line, it's going to be shaded down in it. So if it's shaded down, it's going to be every point between the lines in it. So one line shaded up, one line shaded down. All the points between the line are going to work. Ho, 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 ho. Now then turn the page. Go to the next page. And I'm going to start number 1 off for you. Okay? Yeah, number 1's a little bit easier to do. So number 1, we're going to start number 1 off. And let me do red ink here. Okay, so number 1, we want to buy turquoise stones on the trip to Mexico to give at least 4 of our friends. So that means we're going to have greater than or equal to 4. The gift shop spells small stones X and large stones Y. That's our X and Y. And this right here is our money. So remember, we're going to have a money equation and a total equation. The money equation is going to be 4x plus 6y greater than or equal to 30. Ding, 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 ding. Pretty simple stuff. And we know that we want x plus y greater than or equal to 4. Okay, this is going to be pretty simple to graph because the intercepts are easy to get. Okay, you're just going to graph the intercepts and do it just like the video. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this one. I'm going to let you do number 2 on your own. So let's write down 4x plus 6y greater than or equal to 30, and we need to get the x-intercept. The x-intercept is 30 divided by 4. If you do that on the calculator, 30 divided by 4, 30 divided by 4, hit equal, you get 7.5. So my x-intercept is right at the 7.5 in it. Now then, let's get the y. The y is going to be 30 divided by 6, right? Which is 5 in it. So I'm going to put a dot at 5, and it's going to be a solid line. And I need to shade, I need what? It has no more than 30, so this should, this should be less than or equal to 30, right? Can't spend more than 30, right? So this line is going to be shaded down in it. Now then the other line, the intercepts are going to be 4 and 4. So I'm going to zoom in. So 4 and 4, and this line will be shaded up. Okay? So all of the points that are going to work are right in here, aren't they? So I need just 2 ordered pairs. I could choose this one and this one. So that's going to be 4, 1 and 2, 3. So 4, 1 and 2, 3, right? Ho, 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 ho. F-U-N, fun, fun, fun. You're going to repeat the process on number 2. Make your money equation and your total equation. And on this one, make your x and y equal to 2 units. Because your x-intercept is going to be 12 and 20. So make every one worth 2, and then it'll graph out easy, okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful time doing this. Doing these homework problems. It's just like eating Oreo cookies. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. Remember, you are amazing. You are created to do wonderful things. And you are awesome.